What's going on, guys? It's the Sneaker Professor, and it's been a minute again. I know I said I was going to be more consistent from the last time, but you know, it's summertime. Now we're going to be more consistent. I missed a lot of sneaker reviews for you guys, so I apologize for, you know, those people that were interested in it and stuff, but I want to show you guys my latest pickup. And yeah, I got motivated to do videos again. Sometimes, like, it's, you know, you get demotivated, you're doing so many things kind of at once. So I kind of got a little bit demotivated, but you know, buying this shoe kind of brought some motivation back. And shout out to one of my homies who brought up my YouTube channel, and that kind of like brought out the spark in me again, you know. So let me show you guys these cool shoes I just got. A huge grail of mine, and a shoe you don't see often. And you know, it's an old shoe when you see this, you know, 2005 to like 2009, 2010 era box. So you guys know it's a banger when you see this box. So I'm gonna show you guys the retro card. So if any of you don't know, this is the Jordan 4 retro card, and they were kept in like a, you know, a Ziploc bag to keep it nice and preserved and stuff. It's always good to keep these things, guys. The shoe's always worth a lot more when you keep stuff like that. But now let me show you guys the shoe. You guys can see these are the Miss Blue 4s. Some of you might not know what these are, but these are a legendary sneaker. These were actually not crazy hyped when they were released. You know, I was super young when these released. Like, I wouldn't have even cared about these, to be honest. Like, when these actually dropped, I would not have cared about these, but down the line and stuff, I think it's just a cool, nice colorway. And shout out to the guy who sold me these. I actually slipped on buying these a couple years back. Someone had a dead stock pair in my size 12, and he was asking 400 bucks, and you know, I really wanted it, but I went with the Concords instead from 2000, and I really should have just went with, you know, my gut, because I really wanted the Miss Blue 4s. But I'm glad I found these again, local to me as well, and he took very good care of these. He used mink oil on the nubuck to keep it nice and fresh, so there's no cracking or anything on the nubuck in itself. The shoe still looks amazing. It was probably worn maybe 5 times or less, and you know, the midsole still seems pretty firm. So guys, this is a pickup I really wanted and needed in the collection. If you guys collect older sneakers, you guys know this is like a very hard, maybe even a rare shoe at this point to come by. You do not see this shoe. This is a extremely hard sneaker to come by, and I thought it was just, you know, Jordan Brand needs to bring back cool colorways like these. Like, we're getting some ugly colorways now, but the colorways they were releasing back then, I feel like now are being very much appreciated. And the shape on these 2006 4s in general, even the black hats, the cool grays, I think from 04 and stuff like that, the shape was phenomenal on these, that era of Jordan 4s. But you know, now I like the shape even better. But this shape was so nice, and it's so nostalgic to have these. The material feels pretty good, you know. Like, I always thought it was cool, like on these lace eyelet things up here, it's kind of like translucent, like a blue. So I think it gives the shoe kind of like a cool touch and stuff. And then you've got like subtle hits of yellow, like on the Jumpman, and then inside the back of the tongue, and then on the Jumpman, of course, at the back, and then also at the bottom of the shoe. So you've got some cool subtle hits of that yellow on the sneaker. And guys, I'm super happy to have these in the collection. This isn't going to be a super long video or anything, but I just wanted to show you guys my latest pickup, and can't go wrong with these. If you guys know sneakers, you guys know that this is a legendary shoe, super hard to come across, and it's hard to come across a worn pair that doesn't have a bunch of nubuck chipping, because you know, it's just going to happen over time and stuff. But this pair has like none, to be honest, so I couldn't really pass up on this. You know, I paid a good penny for these, but I feel like I paid a fair price. I feel like I paid a fair price for these. I think the only other shoe that I would say I'm missing that I really want from like the 2006 era is maybe those Olive 5s. Like, they re-released them, but it's not the same. Like, the old Olive 5s are so much better. The age look and everything on them looks so much better. So I think that's like the one shoe I'd say I'm missing. I just don't want to overpay for those either, right guys? But these are clean. I'm not gonna wear them, obviously. I'm just gonna put them in plastic bags to try to preserve them as much as possible. You know, this is an amazing addition to my collection, like I said. So guys, I have some more videos I'm gonna be recording, you know, hopefully this week or next week for you guys, so I can try to drop weekly videos again, maybe 1 to 2 times a week. So I have a banger shoe coming for you guys, a new release that isn't a Jordan. So some of you might know what it is. It dropped a couple weeks back in Canada. So I'm gonna show you guys those shoes. I hit on, you know, I got a couple of them from Foot Locker. So it's a super banger, and they sold out like this, like within seconds. I have stories for you guys to tell about those, but I just had to come back with you guys. One of my favorite sneakers of all time that I actually went ahead and picked up. And yeah, the Miss Blue 4 is legendary, and you know, guys, I'll be back. I'm back. The Sneaker Professor's back.